Are there good buys in the resale market? I think very often as consumers, we always hear agents say, hey, stay away from resale. It's not great. Go for new launch. Definitely make you a lot of money when you sell in the future. Capital appreciation is stronger there. Well, while I wouldn't say I definitely disagree with that statement, I will say that resale properties has one very huge advantage over new launches. And that is they are ready. You can see them physically. If you really, really hate to pay rental and you need a house to stay, you have to look at resale properties. So in this video, I'll show you a few examples that these good buys do exist. These are all projects, properties that I am familiar with and have transacted units in them over the last 1 year period. First, if you're looking for something luxurious, waterfront living, here is a very popular condo that many consider, Reflections at Keppel Bay. Alright, this is a site plan. I just want you to look at a couple of transactions that appear very recently. Let's look. We can see here that in the month of March alone, there were 2 transactions in this stack 87, right? The higher floor, stack 8, transacted at 2.2 million, whereas the lower floor transacted at 2.46 million. You can see, naturally, we understand that the higher floor usually transacts at a higher price. But here, 2.2 million versus 2.46 million. The difference is a whooping 260,000 between these two very similar layouts. Of course, they're not totally the same. As you can see, the size, there are slight differences. 1238 square feet for the unit on the 8th floor and 1324 square feet for the unit on the 3rd floor. However, 240k is definitely a big difference. I want to show you the floor plans to be absolutely transparent here. This is the unit on the 5th floor, you can see, and this is the unit on the 8th floor. Pause the video if you need to see, but technically in terms of usability, they are very similar. 3 bedrooms, living, dining space, and an additional utility room. Next, if you're a young couple or small family looking for your first property, this project is one of the best choices as you can get a decent size layout for less than 1.2 million. Where is it? Soul Acres, a recently MOP EC around the Bukit Batok area. These are the transactions you can see. I focus on stack 33 and many of these March, February, January, just a few months apart. Which here do you think is the transaction that's a good buy? Right? We take a look closely. Level 20 transacted at 1.168 or about 1373 per square feet. Okay, a higher floor 1.23, right? Naturally, a higher floor takes a higher price per square feet. But if you look carefully, my difference between a 12th floor here, 1.165 to 1.168, okay? 8 floors difference is just 3,000, right? And most importantly, just a couple of months back, you see here, 1.177 million, even higher, right? And this was on a lower floor at level 18. You see, so this unit at level 20-33 is an example of a good buy in Soul Acres condo. What about for HDB sales? A market that I'm very familiar in is the market in the West Zone Clementi district. So here we look at the transactions in Clementi Ridges, right? You can see all these transactions in around March to February this year, right? 5 room. We look at this particular transaction, okay? 1.17 million, okay? Levels 25 to 27. Look at the price, 1.17 million in February, right? For a floor level 25 to 27, a high floor. Thereafter, look at all these other 5 room transactions here. You can see that the transaction prices are all in excess of 1.17 million. For similar floor levels, I would say 16 to 18, 22 to 24, right? 37 to 39, definitely the premium. But if you look at it objectively, 1.17 million, right? It's even cheaper for high floor, even cheaper than the unit on the levels 16 to 18. That's an example of a good deal there in the HDB segment. So guys, regardless of which type of property you're looking at, there are always good deals to be found, and resale market does still have opportunities. If you're looking for help in searching for the ideal resale properties with the most potential upside going forward, right? Do drop me a message to find out more about my resale buyer strategy.